Hey guys, what is going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a formation video for the 442. This is going to be a video of trying out different formations in regards to seeing which formations work best for the post-patch gameplay now. I've been trying out the 442, and I think so far in regards to the draft gameplay that you guys will be seeing and the teams that I've been using, it's one of my favorite formations to use, but it's not my favorite formation to use. As you guys know, I did the video for the false 9-4-3-3, and I really enjoyed using that team because there's a really good balance in between what I want to do and having fun with it, right? So that's the most important thing with me when I'm playing FIFA, is that the general player movement and the way that the players are positioned on the pitch is what makes it fun for me, right? So I do really like those. I really do like using the 4-3-3 false 9. But in regards to the 4-4-2, it's a very good formation, and the reason why this formation and the 4-3-3 are so effective nowadays is because you don't really need to congest the center field part that much like you had to before. So before, the reason why the 4-2-3-1 was so effective is because having the two CDMs is really, really important. And in FIFA in general, the most important positions on the pitch is the midfielders. You need to get the best type of midfielders. You can use rare gold cards, give me Willian Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus, but if I had like a Laurent Blanc, a Pogba, and a Hullet or anything like that, that's, what I want more than anything in a team, because the midfield is everything, right? It's what makes your team go up and down really nicely, and it helps you defend and it helps you attack, right? It's basically the spine of the team. So with this formation, some of the gameplays that I was using the players, I had one where I was using the Guendouzi card. So there's one Guendouzi card I'm gonna show you guys here on the market that I really enjoyed using. I think this card is a lot of fun to use. I don't remember how to spell his name. It might be like this, Guendouzi. I can't search his name. I'm gonna go ahead and just search up Premier League and Arsenal because I know that he's a special player here. And he's gonna be right about, okay, not any of these ones. So we'll just put, I think he's like 400k, something like that. So he's probably gonna be like around this right here. There he is. So this card right here, medium work rates. He has very good stats, right? You look at his attributes, he transitions left and right really nicely. He's got great acceleration, great sprint speed, great composure. I always tell people this, right? That whenever I review cards, whenever I look at cards, they always play to what their stats say. So everything about his card is noticeable, and it's a great card to use in the midfield. Thing is, though, right, is that when you use someone who's medium, right, it's nice to have someone who's also medium high. So I think in the draft when I was playing with the 4-4-2, I had Guendouzi as one of the center mids, and then I had, I think it was Conte. And you want to have a good balance of having at least one person being a medium high in the team, right? There's two different variations of the 4-4-2. There's the variation where there is the two center mids, and then there's variation where you have the two CDMs. You obviously want to use the one that's the two CDMs, in my opinion, because this formation has a very good balance of transitioning backwards and upwards in terms of where the players are positioned on the field at all times, right? You want to have more of a defensive midfield than an attacking midfield because your attackers will do what the attackers do, right? So yeah, I was using Guendouzi as one of them, and I was using Conte as the other. So it's a good balance. You have a medium player, and then you really need a medium high, when you have a high low, a high medium on the other side. So I really enjoyed that combination there, right? So those are the types of midfielders you want. The guys you want in other positions, you guys know it's the very generic ones. You get the good right backs, good center backs. You guys, there's different variations of getting a really good back four, but those two CDM spots, I can give you like a pretty solid example, right? Strikers in this game that are meta are very hard to come by, right? So, if you're going to try to get two strikers, you got to make a very specific team because it's very tough to get very good strikers. Like, I'll tell people this all the time. Like, there's just not that many good strikers in the game. There's usable ones, like there's like Heung-min Son in form and stuff, but in terms of allowing you to play to your full potential, there's not really that much. Like before, if you use like Gabriel Jesus was good enough. Not good enough, but he would be like, you can at least show a little bit of how you can actually play, right? But nowadays, even if you use Rashford, Gabriel Jesus, like the cheaper options, it just doesn't cut it like it has before, The wingers on the sides, you can use any types of wingers. You can have high, medium. I wouldn't recommend high-low because you want to have a little bit of a balance between the players' spacing. Spacing is the biggest thing between when you get the ball back and then where they are in the pitch, right? So high medium is pretty nice. I've enjoyed the high medium on those sides. In regards to custom tactics, again, if you guys are going to be using the 4-4-2, you want to set it up in two different ways, right? So your defensive style can be based off of whatever you want. So you can use constant pressure because, as you guys know, constant pressure is very effective. But I don't like forcing myself to use something that's really effective just because it's effective. You know what I'm saying? Because constant pressure, pretty much like if it's, I think if you put team press and constant pressure, pretty much every single player on the pitch is blocked, which is just not possible in real life, right? So I like to try to not be like that, and I have pressure on heavy touch. So at least when the person does a heavy touch, right? Although heavy touches happen quite frequently, I want to have something that like the players aren't completely stupid, right? But they do a little bit of something. Pressure on heavy touch is also really nice in terms of the fun concept as well. Maybe not necessarily meta. Maybe the meta would be better to use the drop back, but I enjoy using the pressure on heavy touch. It's been really fun to use, right? So depth is on 4, width is on 5. Good balance between being able to block the crosses, being able to defend against the middle as well. So I like that a lot. Offensive style, I usually keep it on balanced. Reason being is because, and we'll get into it afterwards, the instructions that I have on the left mid and the right mid is set to balanced, right? So I have two different variations where I have comeback and defense in terms of needing that extra presence on the sides to block the crosses, or to have a better space between my defenders and my attackers when I win possession of the ball. Because when I win possession of the ball, sometimes I want the players to be close to me so that way I can transition forward really nicely. So I have balance most of the times. The default is usually 5 and 5, so I'll put 5 and 4 and then 3 and 3. So that's usually what I use for most of the formations, right? So again, you can use any defensive tactic that works out best for you in regards to how you want to defend. That's completely down to you. So again, the instructions I usually use is stay back while attacking, overlap, right? The CDMs is stay back while attacking, cover center. Again, it's actually very underrated to use balanced on center mids in the 4-3-3 because when the players cover the sides, it actually allows them to make more runs on the sides and also defend on the sides. So if you overcommit your fullback, your player goes to occupy that spot of the fullback. So it's a fun formation to use. The right mid, again, unbalanced as one of the tactics, and then the other tactic will have comeback or defense, right? If I feel like my strikers are too high up and I don't need them to be that high up, especially if you do not have physical players. Ronaldo on balanced work rates is really nice, but Messi not so much because he's a smaller player, doesn't have that much physical presence. So maybe having him at least to come back so that his dribbling is utilized a little bit more, right? You can even tell him to be a false 9 type player while you have Ronaldo up top. You have to use instructions that fit best to your players, right? Sometimes you'll notice that when you're playing in the game, not every player is going to perform the exact same way, right? So sometimes your right mids will cut inside, but that's based off of the player's characteristics of attacking positioning. But you can tell him to stay out wide more so that you can kind of balance out the fact that he wants to cut inside, right? So, but sometimes if I really need my players to come back, having your strikers come back is only effective if you're abusing the actual strikers to come back. But it's more, again, about having the space between the defenders and the attackers, because sometimes the two strikers are too high up. So when I cross the ball to them, again, if you don't have a physical presence, it's not really worth using them to stay forward, right? So again, two different tactics, one defensive, one regular, or one very, very attacking, right? So I've been enjoying this formation a lot. It's probably my second favorite one so far. I really, really hated the 4-2-2, although some people do like it. And again, all down to personal preference. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys some gameplay so you guys can see how the movement is in regards to what contradicts what in regards to work rates, instructions, etc., etc. So you guys have a good idea of what my custom tactics are set up and how my instructions are set up. So I hope you guys enjoy this highlights. If you guys enjoy the video by the end of it, be sure to subscribe to the channel or like the video. Definitely helps out the channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Love you guys. Back. Mbappe off to the left side, and the striker, we're pretty much gonna put Maradona, I guess. So Mbappe, Alexandro, Maradona. Okay, cool. And I've seen this exact same shirt in like regular stores for like $30. And I'm like, what the hell? Thank you, man. Fuck, you should score those all the time, man.
Excellent vision, Diego Maradona.
Thank you.
It's a good goal for them, and they have been playing well. No one can really complain about them taking the lead.
Chat, don't you guys feel like, I know I'm complaining, but me not getting super angry about these misses right now, like I'm doing okay about it, right? Like I'm not doing too bad.
Here's Maradona now. Mbappe. Marcelo. Could go for goal here. Crowd are right behind him. It's a fast start here. Mohamed Salah.
Let me know.
Lacazette. Diego Maradona. Good vision from Lacazette. Mbappe! Oh! They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely. Robinho. I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half? Oh, been guiding the pass through. Never panicked. Placed it past the goalkeeper. Off we go again, 2-1. Robinho. Here's Alexandro.
I think I'm gonna stop moving the goalkeeper in general. That would have been an easy save to make.
The ball goes to in this position. Marcelo. Mohamed Salah. Just working away to try and find an opening. Lacazette. Referee is pointed to the spot. Whoa, that might change the complexion of this match. Is that just a case of mistiming the tackle?
Yeah, it was a forwards tackle in many ways. Poor one.
And he scored. Plays up with Wissam Ben Yedder. Robinho. Ben Yedder. Bernard. Well, he's got support here. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. He can put them in front. Well, they've broken through here. Really strong tackle, and the ball's gone out for a throw. Mbappe. Lacazette. Marcelo. Now with Lacazette. I don't really need to tell you, but this is Maradona. Lacazette. He's blocked. Salah. Steiner. Mohamed Salah. Lacazette. It's Salah now. Diego Maradona. Real chance.
Ooh, man.
Fast player to score like that. Take them on. Marcelo. Crafting the through pass.
Oh, why would you pass that? Oh, he didn't. You know why he passed that? Because he didn't intend for that pass to go there. So he was passing it there, thinking it was gonna go to somebody else. That was great.
Incisive pass. It's made for Maradona then.
I don't agree with that, EA.
In goes the corner. Marcelo. Robinho. Robinho. Mbappe. Maradona. Pass threaded through.
That one goes in with his left foot, but I can't shoot with Maradona's strong foot.
So one-sided to pass from Messi. There's a chance really of getting into a scoring position then, but anything but. Nathaniel Klein. Don't really need to tell you, but this is Maradona. Lacazette. Referee's done extremely well to judge it like that. He can play the advantage. Diego Maradona. Oh, chance! And it's in for the... Salah. Lacazette. Lacazette slips it through. Fans trying to encourage him to have a go for goal. It's a goal! Three of the best. He's made
Don't get trolled? No, bro, he's not trolling. He'd be dead ass, bro.
Marcelo. Lacazette. They're really working the opposition around with this pass. Salah. Oh, fantastic goal. And that's the third, the hat-trick. Zet. Marcelo. Diego Maradona. Beautiful work. Put them in front. Wonderful reflexes to make the save from close range. Corner now.
Oh, manual, nice. Very nice. That's what I like to see. So beautiful.
Corner
That should be a goal. I'm telling you.
out in front of goal. Oh, he's put it into his
And I score that. Like, this game's stupid, man.
action now. He's through. And they have scored. And they do lead now by 2.
Should be the easiest part of the game, man.
It should get the ball out of the danger zone. Mbappe not rushing it here. Moving really in the clear now. In on goal. It must be.
Yeah, I have to fucking look if you're gonna move your goalkeeper. That's why I slow down there, because I need to see where you're gonna move his goalkeeper. Fucking stupid, man.
Marcelo. Diego Maradona. Striding toward the goal.
Yeah, fuck you.